You're watching E&G Spanish tutorials.
Hello everybody, welcome to E&G Spanish tutorial. This is G from E&G. Today we're going to talk about the stem changing verbs. What does this mean? Well, first of all, it has to be a verb. There's no stem change in a noun or an adjective. It has to be a verb. Second of all, it's stem changing. If you don't know what that means, don't worry, that's why you're watching the video. From previous videos, you already know how to conjugate verbs like venir and tener. If you don't, let's take a look. The verb tener, to have. Let's conjugate it. Yo tengo. Tú tienes. Él, ella, usted tiene. Nosotros tenemos. Ellos, ellas, ustedes tienen. As you may remember, the yo form is irregular, but let's take a look at other forms. Tienes, tiene, and tienen. In the infinitive, it's e, but in tú, él, ella, usted, and ellos, ellas, ustedes is IE. This is what we call a stem change. And in fact, this is called an E to IE stem change. But what happens to the nosotros form, tenemos? The rule is, in present indicative, the nosotros never has stem change. In Spanish, there are several types of stem changes in different tenses. What we're going to talk about today is the stem changes in present indicative. We have E to IE as you see on the board. Other examples include the verb cerrar, to close, is the E to IE stem change. It's right here. So let's conjugate it. Yo cierro, E to IE right here. Tú cierras. Él, ella, usted cierra. Nosotros, remember, it does not have stem change. Cerramos. And ellos, ellas, ustedes, stem changing again. Cierran. Some books and some professors call those type of verbs the shoe verbs, and here's why. If you draw a line around the stem changing forms, but leave out the nosotros form, the one that does not have stem change, it looks like a shoe. That's why it's called a shoe verb. Other examples include pensar, to think. Again, it's E to IE, and E is right here. Let's conjugate it. Pienso, yo form. Tú piensas. Él, ella, usted piensa. Again, nosotros does not have stem change. Pensamos. Ellos, ellas, ustedes again piensan. And let's draw a shoe. We draw a shoe to leave out in nosotros form to remind us that nosotros form does not have stem change. Other types of stem change in Spanish include U to UE, ODUE and ERI, and let's go over examples. Let's go over ODUE. The examples that we're going to use now is volver. Volver. Here's a U that's going to be the stem changing one, and let's conjugate it. ODUE, so yo form, and keeps the L, yo vuelvo. The tú, vuelves. ODUE right here. Él, ella, usted, again ODUE, vuelve. And nosotros, the same, does not have stem change, so the O stays as O. Volvemos. Ellos, ellas, ustedes, stem changing, vuelven. The shoe leaves out the nosotros form. Again, nosotros form in present indicative does not have stem change, ever. As you can conjugate volver, you should also be able to conjugate verbs like devolver. Verbs like devolver, even though it's another verb, technically, but the conjugation, ODUE, stays the same. As long as you can conjugate volver, you should also be able to conjugate devolver. Another example for ODUE in present indicative is dormir, to sleep. Let's conjugate it. Here's the O, so yo duermo. Tú duermes. Él, ella, usted duerme. Nosotros, again, no stem change. O stays O, so dormimos. Ellos, ellas, ustedes duermen. Here's our shoe. Again, if you are able to conjugate dormir, you should also be able to conjugate the verb dormirse, which means to fall asleep. It's a reflexive verb, and we have a video talking about reflexive verbs also. Another type of stem changing is e to I. Examples we're going to use is pedir. Let's conjugate it. Yo pido, y I. Tú pides. Él, ella, usted pide. Nosotros, again, no stem change. Pedimos. Ellos, ellas, ustedes piden. Here's our shoe. The other example we're going to use is servir, to serve. Again, it's e to I, e is right here. So yo sirvo. Tú sirves. Él, ella, usted. Nosotros, again, no stem change. Servimos, right here. Ellos, ellas, ustedes sirven. The last type we're going to go over is U to UE. One of my previous Spanish professors told me that there's only one U to UE stem changing verb, and that is to play, jugar. Even though it's a unique one, it still follows the rules. So yo juego tú juegas. Él, ella, usted juega. Nosotros, remember it follows the rule. So nosotros stays in. So the nosotros form does not have stem change. Jugamos. Ellos, ellas, ustedes juegan. So this is the end of the part 1 of this topic, and there is another video coming up. We are going to practice more with stem changing verbs. Thank you for watching. See you later.